We are at this moment, fellas, and that moment is where we can finally start the hype for Mortal Kombat 11 because Mortal Kombat season is upon us now. Injustice 2 is coming out with their final version of the game with the Legendary Edition, which pretty much means that's a wrap for Injustice 2. That's it. We are done, and I am so ready to start fully talking Mortal Kombat 11. For those of you guys who don't know, most of you guys should, but for those who don't, I am a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan. It's my favorite franchise ever, and I really do want to get started as soon as possible leading into the announcement, which should be this year in a couple of months. More on that later. So today I'm just going to be doing a recap of everything we know about Mortal Kombat 11 and what's to be expected, and the three main points I'm going to be focusing for today's video is the rumored story details and characters, what Ed Boon has said about the future of Mortal Kombat, and what's to be expected. So starting with the rumors, I did a video on the first small details and rumor that we got from a Spanish Mortal Kombat site that was more or less the Spanish version of Mortal Kombat Online, and they seem to have an exclusive to share with us, where they had a source that claims that Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Raiden are definitely in, which we pretty much know is going to be the case for all Mortal Kombat games to come. That's just fact. But the other characters that this person saw being worked on for concept art were Onaga, Blaze, Taven, and Dagon. However, we don't know whether they will be playable or not. All we know about those four is that those characters had concept art being worked on, which again does not mean they will be playable. It's just that they are being worked on for the drawing boards and stuff like that. But it seems likely they will be playable because according to the source, the story of MK11 will be taking elements from Deception and Armageddon, not retelling those events, just taking elements from Deception and Armageddon, just like how MKX took elements from MK4. It wasn't a retelling of MK4 like many people say. It's not a retelling of MK4, it's just taking elements from MK4. Also, Raiden will be the end boss for MK11, so getting one of the main characters from Deception, which is Onaga, and putting them into the game totally makes sense. Taking the main characters from Armageddon, which would be Taven, Dagon, and Blaze, and putting them into the game totally makes sense. Making Raiden the main boss totally makes sense as well. Shinnok was at the end of MK9 teasing something big, and in Mortal Kombat X, it shows Dark Raiden also teasing something big. The correlation is just right there. That's what we know from the rumors so far. It's yet to be debunked, and it could totally be false. Don't get me wrong, this could all be total garbage. I'm not saying this is true, totally possible. But I think we would have heard by now that this was just flat out not true. Nothing's been said yet. What has been said though, and some of you guys might have heard of this and you guys probably typing in the comments, well, what about this rumor? It was a rumor talking about the leaked roster, or some of the leaked roster. Not all of the characters, it didn't show the full roster. Just gonna say it right now, it's 100% fake. I don't want to list all the characters because it's pointless to do so because it's a fake rumor. It was the one where it said, you know, Li Mei, Nitara is gonna be in there. But I'm telling you right now, it's totally fake. The guy who leaked that roster went ahead on Twitter and said that he was just trolling, so whatever, that's basically it. Moving on now to what Ed Boon has said about the future of Mortal Kombat has to do with an interview that he did at the Brazil Game Show last year, where it was the first time Ed said anything about the future of Mortal Kombat during the Injustice 2 era. And it's simple. The interviewer asked him, hey, is Mortal Kombat 11 the next game? I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that was essentially the question at hand. And here's what Ed Boon had to say.
Every game you launch, it's a huge success. Mortal Kombat 2011 was very nice. Injustice, Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2. Now, can we expect Mortal Kombat 11 or something new?
Yeah, well, we never, you know, I'm certainly not allowed to announce a new game. No, yeah. But if you follow the pattern of what we're doing, you might be able to you might be able to guess what we're doing. So.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 is safely confirmed, so to say. Not fully, but he's basically saying what we want to hear. The next hint from Ed Boon also came from an interview at this year's DICE Awards, which is really recent. And here's what he had to say about the future of Mortal Kombat.
Welcome back, everyone. Right now I am with Ed Boon, who some of you might know as Scorpion. It's a pretty big deal. What is next for Mortal Kombat?
Oh, I wish we could talk about it. You know, the only thing I could say is that, you know, the last two Mortal Kombat games we did were did the best of all of them. So I'd be surprised if we never did one again.
That means there's another one coming. You just didn't say it explicitly.
Again, Ed Boon is just saying the same thing he did at the Brazil Game Show. He knows Mortal Kombat 11 is coming, and so do we. Now that you have this in mind, it's time to talk about what we can expect. When are we going to be getting our first word about the game, and when are we going to be getting an announcement? Well, here's the thing. NetherRealm have always announced, or I wouldn't say always, have almost always announced their games in the month of June. The only time this wasn't the case was with Injustice 1, which was announced on May 30th, which is basically June, just 2 days away from it. But Mortal Kombat 9 announced in June 2010. Mortal Kombat X announced in June 2014. Injustice 2 announced in June 2016. Mortal Kombat 11 likely going to be in June of this year. Now, it could be May. You guys might be saying, oh, well, maybe this is the time where Mortal Kombat 11 gets announced in May. Here's why I think we aren't getting an announcement in May and we're going to be getting it in June. The reason why Injustice 1 was announced on May 30th and not June was because E3 was during the first week of June in 2012, making Injustice 1's announcement a week before E3. This year's E3 will be in the second week of June, and NetherRealm have always announced their games a week before E3. So that would mean we should be getting an announcement of MK11 or for MK11 in the first week of June. The thing with NetherRealm is that they always announce their game with a CGI trailer before E3, so when E3 actually comes, not only do they have the CGI trailer to show, but they also have the gameplay footage and the demo of the game ready to show at the event, which is ridiculously awesome and the craziest thing to think about because we are just 3 months away from all of this happening to us. Yes guys, 3 months away. It's the return of to glory. Oh man, I'm just getting jittery just thinking about it. So what are we gonna hear for the rest of this month? Well, we know the final version of Injustice 2 will be released at the end of March, so all we're going to hear about in this month is just little things relating to the Legendary Edition of that game. In April, all I'm expecting to hear will likely be the final patch update for Injustice 2 where they add the final buffs, nerfs, and tweaks because the Ninja Turtles are in, so certain characters may need some changes because some new set of characters are in. So other than that, that'll be it. For May though, I don't expect to hear anything at all for the first 3 weeks of May. The fourth week of May will likely be the start of the small teases from Ed Boon saying, hey, get your ass prepared because we're getting close to dropping a trailer for MK11. And then the first week of June, the announcement, which by the way, I won't be prepared. It's going to make me lose my gosh darn mind because I love Mortal Kombat with all my heart and soul. I'm just going to wait the night before. I'm just gonna be tailgating. I'm probably gonna wake up at 1 in the morning and just tailgate like it's a football game and stuff, make barbecue or something and get throw a party for myself, having a celebration for MK, the announcement of the new MK. I'm super excited for some new Mortal Kombat. I'm sure you guys know that, but let me know what you're expecting to see. What do you guys have to say about this? I'm just very interested to hear your thoughts about the new Mortal Kombat that's coming very, very soon. And if you want to talk more about it, you can follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. I'm almost there to 100 members, so I hope to get there soon. I have a channel in the Discord server where we can all talk about Mortal Kombat, so I would love some more discussion in there. Anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed, and for some more Mortal Kombat videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, take care everyone, and I'll catch you guys later.